Oh, so let's just position the camera in the right place now. Okay, hello folks. A few technical difficulties there, but got it sorted. I hope you can all see and hear me now. Just give me a thumbs up or a message or whatever, just to let me know. And then I know I'm not talking to myself. Brilliant, thanks Jason. Right then, so I just thought I'd start off with giving a little update what's been happening with the channel and what have you. You've probably already noticed that I've moved my narrowboat episodes now onto my original channel, this one. That channel is going to be closed down. It's going to be a lot easier to do it all on the one channel. And I'll be able to keep in touch with all the friends from the different, from both the channels, hopefully. Hello, Daryl. I'm coping, thank you. Yeah, I'll come back to that in a minute. So yeah, so the channel's been merged. I think I've moved all the videos have all been moved across, thanks to my friend Sean James Cameron, who's been helping me out. Hello there, Susan. And basically, it's going to be a bit. These videos, especially the live ones, are going to be a bit unscripted and a bit choppy because I'm trying out a different camera, and I'm hoping that this will be much better quality than my previous attempts. I'm using a Sony camera now. The only issue I think is going to be length of the video because the battery might have run out by that time. Hello there, garden plots. So we'll have to see, but hopefully, fingers crossed, gonna have a bit of fun this year with doing videos and what have you, and having the chat with you a lot. What I would like to know, I don't know how many people's watching. Oh, got 10 people. I'm going to be doing a Zoom chat, which is going to be streamed onto YouTube, and I'm just wondering whether there's any interest in that. My initial thoughts was that it would be me and 3 other people. I've got 2 people in mind, and then I'd like to get a guest to appear maybe each week, you know, and it would cover, you know, what my channel does, you know, it'd be gardening, narrowboats, just different things, you know, bit of everything, you know, a bit of a lifestyle sort of thing. Hello there, Michelle. Thanks for joining us. So has anyone got any thoughts on that? If you're watching on the TV and you cannot reply by message, if you can drop me a WhatsApp message or or any other way of connecting to me, there's numerous ways. It would be nice to know, because if there's not the interest, then I probably won't go ahead with it in the way that I want to. So, on the subject of being at the marina, it's been a nice day yesterday and today. Not weather-wise, but last night it was ladies' night, so I popped along to there. I kind of got me arm twisted to go. I didn't stay very long because I kind of don't really feel as though I fit in. I think it's because they're all mostly all married. I mean, they might be married, but it's only singles there. But I can't relate to what they're talking about, basically. But anyway, this morning it was a full English breakfast cooked for us by Gary, the one of the owners of the marina, and that was fab. I enjoyed that very much. I was a bit shy initially, and I wasn't sure how the system worked, but anyway, I know next time, whenever that will be. I know next month it's a pizza event, which I don't like, so I won't be attending that one. But I think got a birthday party one here in a few days' time. I've got a feeling it might be the 9th, but I'm not sure. I'll have to see. As I said before, I've been struggling with my legs, but tomorrow it's first appointment for rehabilitation for long COVID. I don't know what they'll do, but it's the first session tomorrow, and I've got to go to Glenfield Hospital for that. Yeah, so it's certainly been a busy week this past week with having the car MOT'd and the boat, having that, getting the boat safety certificate. At least I don't need that for another 4 years now. So, how is everyone? Got 16 people watching. Are you all shy or are you all on the TV, I wonder? Please, if you got any questions, put them in. I have a lot of usual followers. Yeah, I agree with you, Susan. And I'm already getting to know different people, so it's given time, I'll be all right. I mean, everyone's all right. It's just I can't join in the conversation for 2 reasons really. I can't hear because I've got what my dad used to call it dull hearing, and it basically when people are talking or there's background music or what have you, everything merges into one. So I can't hear what's going on. So I'm just sitting there. But anyway, it's nice to get out. It's a bit of a worry in the evening because I need to park near my boat and not. I think it was last week, the week before. I struggled because all the spaces were taken up and I had to park a long way away for me. So I struggled there. Yes, Jason, the fish and chips is nice, the van, but it's changed on the Thursday, coming on Thursday now. I'm just hoping that they get the following what they had on the Friday, because it'd be a shame that it doesn't continue coming through lack of interest. Because he was doing all right on the Friday, but I think it was to do with his scheduling, because he actually comes from about 30 or 40 mile away to come here, and it goes all over the place, and it's a busy time in the coming now spring summertime for him. But yeah, so fingers crossed, folks. Yeah. Well, I'm just looking at the picture quality on here and it looks good considering I'm sitting in a dark room with just one of these adjustable, don't know what you'd call it. It's got all, I've got it on the daylight setting, I think, at the minute, but I think this will work okay for these videos. Just have a look, see what Susan's got to say. Yeah, Susan's just saying that she understands about the hearing issue. So, yeah. We all have our issues, but at least spring's on its way now, and it's going to be nice to just go around the marina on a when it's slightly a bit warmer, when it's more pleasant, and just have a little sit down on the picnic tables or on a little stool that I'll carry around with me. Take a few photos. Could even do some live chats, from there, whatever, live videos, and basically film the nature and the wildlife. It'd be good. There's lots of shrubs and things what are going to be in flower, hundreds of different ones. So yeah, I'm quite excited. Garden plots. Right. Yes, I could possibly grow something on the boat if the boat was prepared. Some people have stuff on their roofs, but they need a platform, and that's all expense, which when it comes to stuff on a boat, unless you know somebody who's can do these things for you, it can get very expensive. And on a marina, they don't allow you to do things. If the marina can do something, then you have to take it to them. The only other option is that you take the boat off the marina and get something done on the canal, or the cut, as they like to call it. Now, as it stands, folks, the problem also with the roof or on the boat in general with growing, for me, is that my legs are very unstable at the moment. So I can't, I could not carry any flower pots, troughs or anything. I could not carry the compost to my boat. So it makes, or lift stuff off the roof. It just makes it all that much difficult. But it's something what I would like to definitely do in the future. One thing what I really miss is my rhubarb, so I'd like to have a potted rhubarb, on the boat. And yeah, so it's all something to look at, but for the moment, no, I can't do that. But I can. On the marina, it's going to be like I'll be able to go around all the beds. There's a lot of them on this marina, and just film and chat about what's the plants and shrubs and what have you, how they changed during the year on there. So I think that would be quite interesting. There's a lot of things there which I don't even know what they are, because I'm not really an expert on shrubs or anything. So I'll have to learn myself. But there's quite a few butterfly plants dotted around. Just outside the boat, literally out here, there is some. So it's going to be nice watching the butterflies, and the birds are nice here. I've got a bird feeder out there. That's something else I could film at some point. I'm just reading what Daryl has to say. And he's just saying that he's got into he's got his house plants and he'd love to have a greenhouse, which is yeah, it's very nice. You know, it's something which yeah, I do miss that side. This time of year I'd always be oh, there's a lady here. You can't, I think you can just see her. Can you see? There she is. She I'd normally be sowing or growing my plants, and that was always an exciting time, kind of March, April time for me. But never mind, there's other things, and you know, who knows what the future will bring. We'll see. So I've got the camera in front of the screen of the laptop, folks. So I can see the little screen on the camera, and I can see your messages, but I can't see what's happening with viewers and that, whether you're still all there or how many is there, because the camera's blocking it. Just little teething problems which I'll get sorted. It's taken me all day to figure out how to use this this camera on the laptop for streaming. I was pulling my hair out. I was trying to follow the instructions and I just wasn't getting anywhere. I couldn't actually see the feature, what it was telling me to do. Oh, thank you, Susan. Yeah. And but anyway, I finally got it sorted. Although I did have a little bit of teething problem earlier, and I don't know whether it's because I tried to go live before my scheduled live session. But maybe I'll just let it go to schedule next time and take it from there. But as I said, there will be a few teething problems because I'm rusty, and you know, it's all things change, so it's a bit of a learning process. I can see that looking at this chat, there's some different things at the bottom here. There's like a dollar sign, and I'm not quite sure what that is. And it looks like we've got a statistic little icon there as well. So I don't think these were on here the last time I was using the chat. Okay, Jason, no. It said it on the internet that there was a gardening thing, but there isn't. And we were all getting excited the last few days because we thought, well, there was a discussion about having a community garden on here. But somebody who tried to get it going 3 years ago told us about the issues, and that would be that we had to pay for everything, and it had to be in the style of the marina, so the beds would have to be with the same sort of wood what the marinas use for their raised beds and stuff. And so it could work out quite costly, and also it would have to be open to everyone on the marina, so there'd be certain people who'd probably be paying to get it all set up and everything and working to get things growing, and then people could just help themselves to the produce, which wouldn't be fair. So that kind of went out the window, and so what there was a suggestion of an orchard. Now the orchard, there was about 12, I think it was 12 or 15 people who would purchase a tree for it. But now it turns out Oh, hi, Sean. Glad to see you, John, mate. Yeah, so um, that's going to be a little way off now because the gardener has got an area in mind, and I don't know which area it is, but it's not going to be. I don't think it's not going to happen this year. I don't think. So we'll just have to see. And it's a pity, really, because Nigel had got some trees surplus to his needs, ones which he'd finished with his growing and that, and there could have been quite a few there which could have gone on, immediately, but she doesn't want it. So we'll just have to see. So nice that Sean's joined us, and Sean's been a great help with me the last 2 or 3 weeks. Oh, hello, Raphael. I don't think I recognise your name. You must be a newbie. How are we doing? All right. Hello, Clive. Oh, thank you. It's nice that people like to see me having a natter. As I was saying to people who joined earlier, I'm going to be a bit rusty. It's been a while since I've done, regular videos, and I'm playing around with this camera setup. I don't know whether you were joined it, whether you were listening earlier, Sean, but I'm using this Sony, what is it, ZV-1 or ZX-1 or something. Right, what we got? No, Susan, we can't. I can have things delivered to outside the boat, not to sorry, to outside the marina, because we've got electric gates and that, and we have to then go in a car, and if it was a food delivery or something, we have to collect it from there. If it's anything else, it can be delivered to the reception, but then you've got to move it into the car, and then you've got to move it. You got to drive your car back and then move it from the car to your boat. So everything's kind of a bit not so easy. Oh, thank you, Garden Plots, about the walk. It's a shame that I can't really do the walking at the minute, but I've got some GoPros and stuff, so maybe I'll have one of those hooked onto me when I'm trying to walk along the marina. I do have to be careful because people don't like to have their names of their boats or the numbers published. Not, some are fine, but there is some, it's to do with they don't want people to know where they are. So it kind of makes things a little bit more difficult, but yeah, it was nice. Unfortunately, I can't keep Lady for much longer. I'm trying to rehome her because I just cannot walk her. It just takes too much out of me, even getting her to the car. Cooking videos, Jason. Yeah, now, yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do some of those. I've got the freezer, quite a lot of stuff in there. What I could be doing. It's just a matter of I've got to kind of get myself really organised and motivated, and better use of my space. So everything's nice and tidy before I go to do the filming, and then work out where my camera and stuff's going to go. But I think, to be honest with you, I think the filming would be easier probably here than it was at the last house, because I've got places where I can put the camera on a tripod, overlooking what I'm cooking, and you'll be able to see me kind of maybe not from the back, but kind of from the back, more of a side stroke back view. So it would make it maybe a bit more interesting than on some of the previous ones where I had to keep switching the video off and then using another angle and stuff. So yeah, that I will be doing some cooking ones. Nightmare Bugs. That is a good idea about a lottery grant for the community. That could be mentioned. I just kind of feel as though I'm a bit out of the loop here. The gardener likes to, the lands, I don't know what you'd call her. Anyway, she does it all herself. And I think there's 30, I don't know whether it's 30 acres or something here, 15 acres of water, 15 of land, something like that. And there's another lady who's taken kind of a lead, so it's out of my control, really. I'm just going to leave them to it. I've offered advice. I've said that Nigel could offer, some assistance with the apple trees and stuff, and but we'll see. We'll see how things progress. Right, how will we do? Oh, either everyone's, either a lot of people are going for their dinners now, or they've, I'm boring them. But never mind. You got anything to say, Sean? Oh, Sean, did you get my invite to do with a Zoom? I'm thinking about, could have a Zoom chat. Not necessarily just about gardening, but about general stuff, what maybe 4 of us find interesting, So it's a bit different to like all gardening, but it could be gardening, it could be like talking about the walks, what you do, or anything else. I was thinking maybe you, me, Nigel, and a guest, a different guest on each show who could join in. Don't know what your thoughts on that. You have to let me know. I sent a message. I don't think you could have got it. We're all quiet now. Anyone got anything to say, folks? Do you want me to end the chat? Okay, Daryl. Right, gardening. I've been interested. I've enjoyed gardening all my life, but I used to help my parents when I was a child and into my teens. Then things kind of, then you get a job, and I was working long hours, and at that time I was doing a lot of youth hostling. So the gardening kind of got put on hold for a bit. And then I came back to it, after a few years. As far as the art goes, that started when I was at primary school. So, well, probably 8, 9 years old. And I did my, I went through my art, and then I did my A-level in art. Then, as I said, then I went into working. I was in printing for 15 years. But I carried on with my interest in art, and then I went back to college when I was 35, and I did fine art and design diploma, and then I went on to do HND in visual communication, basically graphic design, multimedia. And then I tried to be self-employed with that when I left, but I was finding it too difficult to get me money from companies who I did work for. So I switched to doing computer support, which by that time was quite very good at, building, repairing computers. There was a lot of virus removals, and it was the early days or pre-days of broadband. So I had a lot of broadband setups before it was easy to do. And and then I've just been on and off with my art because I can never really sell anything. Never really been able to sell anything. Just a few greeting cards and that. I might be all right at what I do, but I'm no good at being a salesperson. So I'm just catching up on a message. Oh, okay, Susan. Let me just have a look. Oh, now, okay, Susan. Now, this is to you and to other people. If I've not replied to your messages, it's because they haven't appeared straight away, and they've appeared at some later time. And I've noticed this before, and it's really bugging. But a four-wheel, hang on, I've lost you again. Four-wheel shopping trolley to use. I'm assuming when you say four-wheel, you mean a motorized one. Because I can't, at the moment, I cannot make it around a supermarket walking, even holding a trolley. My legs just give way. And this is all down to the long COVID, plus because of all those few years, what I was looking after mum and dad full time, as a carer, and I couldn't leave them alone, meant that I couldn't even really go in the garden for a good period of that. So basically from 2016, that's when all my garden videos and that kind of, disappeared quite a lot. And that was why. And what's happened now is that between the long COVID and not being able to get out, my muscles have I've got to regain the muscles and that. I think this is the way I look at it. I'll probably find out more tomorrow when I go to the hospital. But It's something I've got to work on, and I'm hoping to be able to do that when it's just me. Because at the minute I can't leave Lady for long, really. She's always on my mind. So when I'm on my own, I can just take my time. I can have my little seat what I take with me, and I can go potter around the marina. There's some parts of it which are really beautiful, which I haven't seen, and I want to. No, so Susan, the shopping trolley wouldn't help me. I had an episode, I don't know when it was, about 3 weeks ago, I think, and the staff of the local, well, I say local, it's 5 mile away, an Aldi store. They had to help me out because I couldn't get to the checkout, and they could see I was struggling down the last aisle, and they came and helped me. So that was, yeah. Right, Jason, I've looked at the mobility scooter option, and I've also looked at a 3-wheel electric push bikes, which have got the function to, you can either pedal and it assists you, or you can it will just do it all for you, and you just sit back, and that is something I'm thinking about. But at the moment, I'm waiting to hear about personal independence payment, and that used to be like disability and mobility, to see whether I get any help, see what the outcome of that is. And that's I should get here in the next week or two, I think, because I've had a message saying that they're just deciding on my case. So once I know the outcome of that, then I'll be able to decide where I'm going to go from here. Susan, what was that? When are you having your BS certificate? Do you mean the boat safety certificate? If so, I had it done last week on the Wednesday and it passed. I also had my car MOT done last week and it passed. So that was a good thing done. I went to get the car insurance renewed, and because I've moved to this area and that, and because I'm now more or less unemployed, I've had to pay it outright because they wouldn't let me do it monthly. They said they won't do people who are unemployed, and that they won't allow monthly payments anymore. So yeah, it's been all go. So at least you know, there'll be things where I don't need to do anything for another year. Yeah, I paid £160 for the boat safety certificate from the surveyor who did my boat when I bought it. So that was a bit of luck, really. I've got a feeling it might have been a bit more normally, but because I think he was visiting the marina here anyway, so so he had already quoted the person before, I think, for whatever, maybe a bit extra for the travel and that, which I didn't need to pay. But from what I was reading online, it was kind of, most people were paying around the 200, 220 mark. So, and yeah, I can't grumble. Wow, that's a lot, Susan. Which area of the Midlands is that? I'm in Leicestershire. I'll get back to Jason. Ah, so you're north. Yeah, I think when you get into those kind of touristy areas, they kind of up the prices a bit. So that's probably why. Jason, right. I don't know whether I want to stay on the boat, but I can't say that I will. That I will be able to. It just depends on how things progress with my long COVID rehabilitation, whatever they do, and see how that goes. But you know, I think if things don't improve over time drastically, then it would maybe something I would have to look at another option somewhere. And I think the only option then would be rented accommodation, because I've looked at static homes and they're just not an option. They're too costly. So that would be the only option, which I don't really want. I'd prefer. Plus, being on a boat, although you've got all your expenses and stuff, it's still cheaper than having to rent out a house and then pay all the bills, especially now with them going skyrocketing. So hopefully I can stay here. So, yeah. Oh, doing all right with the battery, folks. I charged it up fully before we went on here, and it's still showing full, so that's all right. Can any of you tell me the difference between Top Chat and Live Chat? Because it's on Top Chat at the minute, and I'm wondering whether that's why I might be missing messages. No, I don't think I would, Susan. Susan's just asking for those watching on TV, would I consider another marina? From what I've heard from everyone, this is one of the best marinas around. It's purposely built for nature and for boaters, and for the community, events and stuff. So, okay, I'm going to switch to live chat, folks. Let's just see what that does. Okay, don't know what difference this is going to make, but there you are. We'll see. So can anyone tell me what's the difference between live chat and top chat or whatever? Is live chat this thing where when I've watched live chats and people there's always they're flashing up with figures on these, a lot of these channels, where they've kind of donating money and stuff. Is that what live chat is, or is it just to do with the layout of the messages as they come in? Oh, that makes me feel better, Susan. I'm not the only one. Oh, right. I'm not sure what super chat. Right. Okay. I don't know who that is, who's got a load of weird symbols, but good evening to you. We got a daily briefing. Vibrates on my watch. Lady's snoring now. It's amazing what she can sleep through. Yeah. Any other questions, folks? Just looking. Ah, Susan, I found them. Oh, thank you there, Sean. I still don't. I'll have to do some research on this super chat thing. But thank you very much. Yes, I found the marina myself. I looked around all the marinas in the area online, and there was either things which put me off or whatever, and then I think I did a lot of research and see what other people were saying, feedback and what have you on, and then I came and visited last summer, June time, and at that particular time I realised that there was going to be probably a shortage of spaces of moorings and possibly boats, and so I paid for a mooring first for 3 months without being on the marina, and then it went for another month, and then I was onto the marina. No plans, Sean, for Easter. I've got nothing. I don't really know anyone locally in that, so no, I don't know whether I'm not sure whether there's anything going. I don't think there's anything going on at the marina. I'm just trying to think of the date. I'm not sure the date of Easter. Oh, that's next Friday, isn't it? So what are we on Sunday? So that's the 3rd today. The 8th. Oh, yes, there's the boss of the marina here. It's his birthday, and he's having a do. So, I've had an invite for that. So I think that's a Saturday. Otherwise, no, nothing else. I might just go out on my own for a meal. Possibly before, but I'll see, because when the kids are all on holiday, then going out for a meal can become very noisy, and I'm not much for that. No, Susan, I've got my cousin Marina, and we meet up and go for a meal maybe once a month or so. And she will help with if I need a bit of shopping. She'll nip in the supermarket and bring it out to the car. We chat nearly every day, once or twice a day, to each other on the phone. My sister and my brother-in-law, well, I just have a chat on a Saturday on the phone, and that's it. Hello, Dipple. And friend-wise, well, I've got Nigel, and but he's very busy. So he did actually pop over a couple of days ago, and we had a chat for an hour and a half, which was nice. What else? No, and otherwise, there isn't really anyone else. Oh, okay, Max. Oh, been watching it on the news. I'm so sorry about what's happening over in your country, Ukraine. Which part are you in? Oh, hi, Paul. Nice to see you join us. Just going to have a sip of water, folks. So it just seems a bit slow with the messages tonight. Anyone want to share anything? Kind of running out of things to think of at the moment, but then that's probably down to the time of night for me. Oh, okay, Sean. Well, what can I say? I personally think last night was the coldest night I've been on the boat. Not as in, I was nice and warm under the duvet and that, but the heating actually came on last night in the night, and that's the first time since I've been on the boat that it's done it, since I altered the settings, which meant that the temperature on the boat dropped to below 8 degrees Celsius. Oh, hello there, Ballyhally. Ballyhay. Sorry. The writing's just, it's small and it's just out my range, and sometimes I can't quite read what it's saying. Yes, Daryl, Nigel and I will be doing the apple tastings this year. I've got to put up a video which I never got around to, so I'm going to be well, it won't be tomorrow because I'll be shattered, but probably on Tuesday I'll try and remember to get that uploaded. And I believe there's another couple which or another one or two which need to go up, which Nigel and Alison filmed without me. So, because it was hospital appointments or something or other, I couldn't make it. I know, Susan, 21 watching me. I know, it's amazing. So yeah, we did have a chat about the apple tasting videos, about some apple orchard ones and different things. Yeah, so we said we'd try and make the effort to get back to how we were filming and that. David, I'm not sure what you mean by that's in a group setting, by the way. What does that mean? Wow, 173. Red diesel. Oh, but was that the price for using the boat on the canal, or was that for heating? Oh, right, okay. Thank you, David. Yeah, because when I filled it up last time, I've got to fill it up now again. So it's about a month ago. It was I think it was £1.7 a litre. Not sure what it's going to be this time. I guess we'll find out next week. Okay, Dal. Yeah, fruit trees. It might be up to about 7 years before you start seeing some fruit on the pear tree. And also you've got to make sure that depending on what variety you've got, that it may need a companion plant, so a companion tree, sorry. So you either need somebody else who's got one in one of their gardens, or you have another one. It's just something to bear in mind. Some of them are okay, they'll self-pollinate, but some won't. And don't ask me which is, Sean will probably be able to give you maybe some advice on that. I can't think offhand which are which. See what, as far as apples go, with an apple tree, and this is how Nigel works. He'll create new varieties and that, and he'll grow them from seed and what have you. But those particular trees might take 7 years to produce any fruit. So what he does is takes a cutting off that tree and then he'll graft it onto another stock variety, and then he'll get fruit after 1 or 2 years. And that's how he works. So then, and then he gets rid of the excess trees. And I probably said the wrong word there, but anyway, you know what I mean. As I say, I'm not a night person, folks. I'm tired in the evening, especially this time of night. Okie dokie. Oh, okay then, Sean. I'll hopefully watch that tomorrow night or Tuesday. Enjoy your evening, and thanks for joining in. Okay, folks, I'm going to call it a night myself now, and I'm not familiar with those varieties of pear trees. Right, that's it then, folks. We can call it a night now. Got a big day tomorrow with me hospital appointment, and I will do another chat soon. I'm not going to promise what day. Just keep an eye out, and I might be around. Okay. Thank you all for watching and for joining in. Much appreciated, and it's been fun. So, bye for now.